Special thank you to our billboard sponsors, the big wooden board on the visitor side of the field. Willie Jewell's Old School Barbecue, Taylor Exterminating, State Farm Insurance, Mark Gray Agent, Starr's Mill Internal Medicine, the Sports Club at Braylon, Relico Security Resources, Pope Family Dentistry, New Hope Baptist Church, Mike and C's Family Sports Grill, McWilliams Automotive Center, MOBA Soccer, McGuire's Family and Friends, King Tree Experts, Kids Are Kids, Huntington Learning Center, Farmers Insurance, Tim Monahan Agent, Explosive Mechanics, Denise Wilhelm Realtor, Decks by Design, Coweta Fayette EMC, Clayton Signs, Avid Solutions Industrial Process Control, and Avella Family and Cosmetic Dentistry, Dr. Pete Harris. Thank you for supporting Starr's Mill Athletics.
I wonder if we weren't hitting Rome right now, how good would we do? Like
The
2 and 3, where would they have been? Who would we be playing over there?
yeah, in the other, because there's 3 other brackets, right?
Yeah, how are we playing the number 1 seed already?
Because we're both number 1 seed.
Because the way region to region.
Well, that's silly. They should meet later.
They used to do volleyball. It was kind of funny. For a couple years, this region had
For our streaming audience, here are some stats from the first half. Rome had 13 first downs, 213 rushing yards, and 145 passing for a total of 358 yards. They are 7 for 10 on their passes and had 15 rushing attempts. The biggest yards gained were Jemias Griffin had 7 carries for 73 yards. Knox Kadam, that's the quarterback, 4 carries for 69 yards. And Marquez Kirby, 2 carries for 53 yards. On the Starr's Mill side, Joey DeLuca had 4 carries for 61 yards. And we've had 8 first downs, 24 rushing attempts for 120 yards. We are 3 for 8 on our pass completions, total of 96 passing yards, and total offensive yardage for Starr's Mill, 216. Minute and 45 seconds to go to begin the second half. It's Rome 31, Starr's Mill 10.
you, honey.
All right, welcome back. 12 minutes to go. Starr's Mill will kick off to the Wolves to begin the second half. Referees have a conference in the middle of the field, and now they're taking their positions as we get ready to kick off. Number 53, Joseph Lynch, leads the tacklers for Starr's Mill. Rome brings it out to the 30-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Wolves. Blocking the back brings the Wolves back to the 20. 1st and 10 for the Wolves from their 20. Oh, good. Well, where's my list? Number 25, Sykes, the ball carrier, picks up 2. 2nd and 8. Pass complete to number 15, and he's crossed midfield. 40, 30, 20, 10. That is a touchdown. Touchdown, Javard Williams for the Wolves, number 15. After the touchdown that only took 51 seconds off the clock, Rome 38, Starr's Mill 10, and Rome is preparing to kick off to the Starr's Mill Panthers. Caleb Sims fields the ball for Starr's Mill at the 16-yard line. 1st and 10, Starr's Mill. Looks like encroachment. Encroachment, the call against the Wolves. Will bring up 1st and 5 for the Panthers. DeLuca to Browns brings 2nd and 4 yards to go for Starr's Mill. The backs from Rome have an eye or a nose for the ball. They do a great job of getting to it. Second down, 4 yards to go. DeLuca takes the snap. He's going to pass. It's pretty deep. Looks like it's going. Is that going for Brandon Rue? It was intended for Rue. Pass intended for Brandon Rue. Falls incomplete. Brings up 3rd down for Starr's Mill. We haven't seen Rue in the first half of the game. I don't think we saw him on the field at all. But that would have been a 45, maybe a 50-yard complete, well, about 45-yard completion if he'd have caught it. Quick pass, just enough for the 1st down. Quick pass to Charlie Mizell. It's enough for a Starr's Mill 1st down at our 29-yard line. Well, that was a quick pass. It looked like he threw it almost right down at the turf, just 5 yards in front of him. Charlie Mizell caught it and stayed where he was. That's 1st down for Starr's Mill from our 29. Handoff is to Proent. He goes left, but doesn't get much. 2nd and 10. They say no gain for Mitch. Nine minutes and 5 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter. DeLuca passes, this time to Proent. Out on the right side, and he picks up about 3, maybe 4 yards. Pass complete to Proent down to the 34-yard line. Brings up 3rd and 5. There's that pass completion, courtesy of Delta Community Credit Union. That was a good use of the option. Joey DeLuca pitches to Proent. There is a flag on the play. Proent gets it down across the 40-yard line. flag is right about the spot where Proant took the pitch. Going to be marked off against us. It's like holding against Starr's Mill. Third down, and we get the ball back on the 26-yard line. That's going to be 3rd and 13. Eight minutes to go in the quarter. 3rd and 13. Starr's Mill ball on our 26-yard line. We're going right to left from the PA booth. There's a little bit of confusion as DeLuca stumbled into one of his backs. The pass there was intended for Rue again, Brandon Rue, but it wasn't a catchable ball. 4th down, 13 yards to go. Ryan Cox to punt for Starr's Mill. The punt is blocked. It's deflected. And so it's the Wolves' ball at our 17-yard line. That was great defense on the part of Rome. 7 minutes and 39 seconds to go. 1st and 10 for Rome from our 17-yard line after the blocked punt. Wow. Kadam hands off to Griffin, and that's a Wolves touchdown. The extra point is good, giving Rome 45. Kalen Sims fields the ball. Kalen Sims takes the ball and brings it out to the 24-yard line. There is a penalty marker on the play. I believe the penalty is going to be against Starr's Mill because it looks like the ref is talking to one of the Wolves players. Let's see. Block below the knees, below the waist, excuse me, against Starr's Mill. It'll be first down for us from our 10-yard line. After the illegal block below the waist call, it is Starr's Mill's ball, 1st and 10 from our 11-yard line. Handoff was to Caleb Sims, but there's no daylight. In fact, I believe he lost a yard. 2nd and 11 from our 10-yard line. Starr's Mill player down is Mitch Proent, but he's up now and limping towards the sidelines. Score is currently 45-10. The 30-point rule would apply if we don't score again in this quarter, and that would mean a running clock for the 4th quarter. Here we go, 2nd down and 11 yards to go. 7 minutes left in the 3rd quarter as we get ready to snap the ball. DeLuca back to throw. He tosses it up. It's a high ball and it goes out of bounds. It was intended. Pass intended for Cole Gilly. Brings up 3rd and 11 for Starr's Mill. Quick punt by Ryan Cox from his own end zone. It's fielded at the 40. He backs up almost to midfield, but now he's down to the 20 and the 10 and the 5, and it looks like that's another touchdown for number 7, Xavier Roberts. Touchdown number 7, Xavier Roberts. Well, with 5 minutes and 57 seconds left in the 3rd quarter, it's now 51-10 before Rome attempts the extra point. Looks like the wheels might be coming off for the Panthers. We've had an outstanding season. We have an outstanding selection of athletes and some great seniors that are going to be greatly missed this year. Rome is, of course, the defending state champion for Division 5A. And right now they're showing it. here we go. They backed up Rome 5 yards for a snapping infraction, and now here's the attempt for the extra point. And it looks like we gave the 5 yards back. We were offsides. So one more time from the original spot. Rome will attempt to kick the extra point to make it 52-10. And it's up, and it is good. Starr's Mill 10 with just under 6 minutes in the third quarter. Rome is kicking off now to Starr's Mill after their last touchdown and extra point. And we call for a fair catch at about the 28-yard line. That's Ryan Cox that caught the ball. So 1st and 10 for Starr's Mill from our 20, call it the 29. DeLuca takes the snap and hands it to the second man, which is Nick Brown. DeLuca is so good at that deception. I thought that the first guy had it. But Nick Brown goes right, actually loses a yard, 1 and 12 for Starr's Mill. Joey DeLuca hands off to Sims. Sims brings it down to the 32-yard line. Brings up 3rd and 8 for Starr's Mill. Sims is our smallest running back, but he has had some good yardage tonight against these big wolves from Rome. Sims takes it again, comes around the left, and finds another hole down across the 40-yard line, down to the maybe 43. DeLuca to Sims to almost the 43-yard line. That'll make it a Starr's Mill first down. That first down sponsored by Zaxby's. DeLuca's pass complete to Sims down to the 49-yard line. Excuse me, make it the 50, across the 50 to the 48. That's going to be 2nd and 1 for Starr's Mill. I almost said the 52-yard line. 2nd and 1 for Starr's Mill from the 48. Second and 1. DeLuca drops back to pass, and he is sacked by number 27, Montrell Millsap. The ball is back at the original line of scrimmage, the 43. So it brings up 3rd and 10 for Starr's Mill. DeLuca sacked again, this time by Adam Anderson, number 19. Great penetration by the Wolves. And so that'll be 4th and 20 yards to go for Starr's Mill from our 33-yard line. Ryan Cox is out there to punt it. So Starr's Mill punts it. It goes out of bounds at the 47-yard line of Rome. 1st and 10 for Rome with 1.5 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. It looks like Xavier Roberts, number 7, acted as quarterback that time. Handed it off to Nick Burge, number 22. Gain of 3 yards. 2nd and 7. Roberts, of course, a great back in his own right. I wonder if he is the 2nd string quarterback. Hands it off again to Burge. If they give him forward progress, that'll be a gain of 1 yard. So it'll be 3rd and 6 for the Wolves. 3rd down and 6 yards to go for Rome from our 49-yard line. 32 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Oh my goodness, Roberts hands to Burge again. Burge has taken it all the way down to the inside the 15-yard line where he's finally brought down. Finally brought down by Sean King and Joey Hunter, numbers 12 and 15 for Starr's Mill. But it's 1st down for Rome from our 15-yard line. And that will bring the end of the 3rd quarter. Rome 52, Starr's Mill 10. That means, of course, we'll have a running clock for the 4th quarter when we return. And so we begin the fourth quarter. It's first down and 10 yards to go from our 15-yard line. Rome now going from our right to our left. Running clock because of the score. And number 22, Burge, gets the ball again, but there just isn't much there, maybe a yard. We'll call it 2nd and 9 from our 14. Mr. Ref reminds me the clock will stop for timeouts and injuries and scores, and that's about it. Rome hands off to Burge again, number 22. They're working hard to get him the ball, and it's now 3rd down and less than a yard to go from the 6-yard line. Well, let's call it a first down from the 5 then. First down, goal to go. Number 18 is now acting as quarterback. Hands it off to Burge, number 22, who plows into the end zone for a Wolves touchdown. Number 18 is not listed on my roster. It's now Rome 58, Starrsville 10, before they attempt the extra point. And Emmanuel Gonzalez makes it 59. Clock is running again, 9 minutes, 20 seconds to go in the game as Rome prepares to kick off. First and 10 for your Panthers from our 34-yard line. DeLuca hands off to Gilly. Looks like a loss of a yard on the play. So 2nd and 11 for Starr's Mill. 8 minutes remaining in the game. DeLuca throws it up big, looking for Rue. Almost picked off by number 39, Chenaniah McKeever. Pass was intended for Rue down near the 30-yard line of Rome, and so with 7 minutes and 20 seconds left to go, it's 3rd and 11, Starr's Mill. Pitch to Gilly. Gilly's across midfield, 45 down to the 40. Finally tackled by number 42, Octavius Askew. Gilly brings it all the way down to the Rome 40-yard line. 1st and 10, Starr's Mill. 6.5 minutes remaining. Oh no. DeLuca handed it off to Gilly. Gilly got a couple of yards but fumbled the ball. And it is picked up by the Wolves at our 35-yard line. Looks like that's the way it's going to stand. 1st and 10 for the Wolves from our 35-yard line. Wolves run a play and gain 1 yard. Number 18 is the quarterback again. Like I said, I don't have him on my roster. But he hands off to number 21, Trey Lawrence. Rambles up the middle down to the 42-yard line. Gain of only 2 yards. That'll be 3rd and 7. Hand off to Trey Lawrence. Lawrence for a 1st down at the Starr's Mill 47-yard line. Well, with 3.5 minutes to go, it's obvious the way this is going to turn out. But there's no shame in the Panther game. We had great games, victories against Noonan, Northgate, Chapel Hill, Sandy Creek, Morrow. Griffin was the only loss of the season so far, and that was only by a point, and that was an amazing game. Then we beat Whitewater, McIntosh, Riverdale, and Fayette County to round out our regular season. And then in the postseason, we had victories against Stockbridge and Dutchtown. And the streak will end tonight against Rome. 2 minutes, 50 seconds left as they drive down at our 42-yard line. It's been a wonderful season, and it's been a great year to be. 2nd down. 6 yards to go for Rome. The playoff games, I misspoke, of course. It was Dutchtown and Bainbridge were our victories in the playoffs, not over Stockbridge. 2 minutes to go in the game. 3rd and 7. 3rd and 6, rather, for the Rome Wolves. Rome will go on and play in the semifinals next Friday night. Handoff to Trey Lawrence, brought down by Ryan Cox. First down for the Wolves at the 33. I guess with about 30 seconds to go, we'll start thanking everybody for the season, because it has been an amazing one. Hand off to Lawrence again, brings it down to our 20. Less than a minute remaining, 55 seconds now. We extend a huge Panther thank you to all who have supported the Panther Nation this year, to the band, the cheerleaders, our dance team, our sponsors, our administrators, faculty, staff, all of our athletes, their parents and families, and their fans, especially to our seniors. All of the Panther Nation thanks you, and we wish the very best of luck to the Wolves of Rome as they move on to the semifinals and a chance to defend their state championship. Good luck to the Wolves of Rome. Thanks, sir.